And now we're going to make a super simple but delicious gourmet grilled cheese sandwich. We met that lady who made just the ordinary grilled cheese sandwiches, which are really pretty good. But Karen Doster from the Wisconsin Milk Marketing Board is going to show us how to kind of kick that grilled cheese up a notch.
That's right. You know, and with over 600 different varieties, types, and styles of cheese in Wisconsin, what a better state to make grilled cheese. We have lots of different types of cheeses to do that, and we have a lot of artisan cheeses. There's a classic grilled cheese with the American cheese.
Sure,
okay?
on the white bread.
But with all the different, right,
yeah.
But we're going to try to, do something a little bit different, and what we're going to make today is a Wisconsin Brie and blue cheese and ham grilled cheese sandwich.
Wow,
Doesn't that sound good? A little
really
different.
Great. You know, I tell you, if you go to a lot of kind of upscale restaurants, you're seeing more and more of these gourmet grilled cheese sandwiches on the recipe, on the menu.
Well, they're an all-time favorite. Actually, there's over 2 billion, I think it's 2.2 billion grilled cheese sandwiches eaten every year in America.
So you got to change it up a little bit every once in a while.
And I think most Americans eat maybe grilled cheese twice a month is sort of the statistics on that. And so, don't be afraid to try some different cheeses. Maybe more than one cheese on a grilled cheese sandwich is really fun, and that's what we're going to be doing today.
More in my family. My kids eat them like almost every day. Okay, so this one we're going to use some fun different breads.
Right.
Too.
We could do this one. There'd be a couple different ones. We could either use a country white bread. Maybe we could do a couple slices there. You could take that, or
there's great
a raisin bread
right at the grocery store now. I mean, there's such wonderful artisan bread.
And while you're doing that, I'm actually going to show you, give you a tip on the Brie cheese or any cheeses. It's really best for grilled cheese, either to shred it or to slice it and bring it up to room temperature because it will melt a lot easier. So, for example, I have some Brie cheese here that I took out of the refrigerator, and it's going to be a lot easier for me to slice it now because Brie cheese is very soft. If you try to wait till that's room temperature, it's going to be sticking all over your knife.
Sometimes I'll stick a real soft cheese like that even in the freezer for a few minutes, and then it slices so much nicer.
Much easier, and the same with shredding too. If you were shredding a cheese, so this is why I'm slicing it this way. It's much easier, and then you want it to warm up to room temperature as I have over here. It will melt a lot easier. For the Brie cheese, it's fine to keep the rind on. That if you want to take it off, you can, but that's just...
I like it. I'm fine with it.
That's one of the best ways to have it. Okay, and now to prepare the sandwich, we're going to use some apricot preserves. If you want to use peach, you could do that as well, but we're going to spread that on.
That'll pair nicely with the fruit and Brie. It goes so nice
so it's
together.
Really kind of a very upscale, but slightly sweet, and it will pair really well with the cheeses that we're using on this.
Should I throw some of that cheese on there now?
Yeah, and actually let's use some of this more room temperature.
Okay.
That's going to soften.
Now that's a great tip because we sliced it while it was cold, but we've all had that grilled cheese where the cheese just didn't get gooey and gooey like we wanted it to. And that's the point. So, like you said, slice it when it's cold and then let it set out on a plate for a little bit so that it will
be a lot easier that way.
Yeah.
Then we're going to take some thinly sliced ham, maybe a couple slices of that on your sandwich there. So between the two cheeses.
Wow.
And then we're going to put some Wisconsin crumbled blue cheese, maybe a couple tablespoons
this sandwich
on here.
just keeps getting better and better.
And we'll just do that like that.
And then
put that right on top, the other slice of bread.
Okay.
And for this, probably you could either put butter in the pan or you can also, brush butter. Either way you want to do that.
Okay. Sometimes I'll start the first... I'll put, and I'll spread, exactly, that's how I do that.
So
I'll
we can put this down like this, and then that will be on top there, any way you want to do it. But the butter really is going to give it that nice brown crust. Probably best to cook it at medium to medium high, not too hot, and watch it carefully because you know how the bread can burn very quickly, but you do want to cook it such that you do brown it and get that cheese melting there.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, I can't believe only two... Obviously, they didn't do that survey in Wisconsin. 2 grilled cheeses a month? Oh, my goodness gracious.
Right. Well, that's on average. So twice a month or every other week. It seems to be the statistic on that.
Now, I'm pressing down with the spatula. A lot of times what I'll do, too, is I'll put a pan lid over the top to ensure that cheese will melt.
That helps, too.
Or my newest favorite thing is a panini grill. They've come
that
down
provides
in
the
price.
pressure on it.
And now the kids, I don't have to worry about them cooking on the stovetop. They just plug that in, and they have become the panini grill people. We could open up a sandwich shop in our house. So let me give this a quick flip here. Oh, look at that.
Beautiful.
I mean, that's exactly what we're looking for.
And again, because we have more of the room temperature cheeses that we used on here, it's going to melt it a lot easier and soften it. And that's what's great about a grilled cheese sandwich is that, cheeses that are gooey and stretchy and, provide all that kind of appearance and texture to it.
Yeah, absolutely. So go out and try some different cheeses, your favorite cheeses. Put a few different cheeses on the grilled cheese too, which is fun to do.
Yes, it is.
Later on, we're going to make a Tuscan grilled cheese.
Yes, with 3 different Wisconsin cheeses in there, so Italian style. So it'll be a lot of fun.
So let's slice this up, and it looks absolutely fabulous. Dunk that into my ravioli soup, or just even a can of tomato soup, or you're good to go.
We have a plate here, and doesn't that look nice and juicy and just wonderful? So
I'm happy. That's a great dinner. I mean, forget about lunch. That's dinner. Glass of wine and. There you go. Karen, thanks so much.
Thank you.
Karen's going to stick around, and we're going to do a Tuscan grilled cheese sandwich a little later on. And by the way, to get the recipes, you can head to our website, fox11online.com. Click on the Living tab, and you'll see the recipes right there. You can also call the Dairy Council. Again, that number?
That would be 1-800-747-9662, and they'll send it right out to you.